Last day on Creature Corner, guys. Jack from Animal Liberation is going to be talking to us. It's a brilliant organization that fights for animal rights, and she's got some really interesting stories. And talking of interesting, stick around for Pet of the Week at the end of the program. But right now, Animal Liberation.
Thank you so much for coming on the program, Jack.
Thank you for having me.
Really good to have you here. Tell us a bit about the Animal Liberation.
Animal Liberation are a charity which fight animal abuse on a range of fronts. Try to educate the public, do media, we investigate properties, we try to expose animal cruelty, we lobby the government and different political parties. And what we'd like to see is an end to factory farmed animals, puppy farm, animal experimentation, the full spectrum of animal abuse that occurs. Well, we have a very small employee base, but we have a lot of volunteers. We get our funding from our members and from the public, try to get legal change. We go undercover in operations in order to expose animal abuse.
Are there a lot of puppy mills in Australia?
Contrary to popular opinion, people tend to think they just exist in America, but of course they exist in Australia. So we're selling to overseas markets, we're selling to pet stores, and people, they're fooled by the friendly facade of a pet store or the rolling hills of a breeder's website and don't actually realize that the cute puppy they're buying might have actually come from a puppy farm. We just need to be far more critical about where we're buying dogs from. First of all, I would say you can actually save a life and go to a shelter. If you are going to buy from a breeder, you never buy from someone who wants to meet you somewhere that is not the house where the dogs have been bred. Never buy a dog from someone who will not show you the mother and father of that animal, the conditions the puppies as well as the parents have lived in, as well as the full genetic lineage, which any reputable breeder would be happy to do. Also see how often they're breeding, whether they're actually breeding to make money or whether they're breeding for the sake of their dogs. We also campaign against the kangaroo industry. We've actually realized that they're quasi-extinct and their numbers are at such a low level. So the last thing, once again, we need to be doing is killing and culling them in large numbers. Generally what the process is, kangaroo shooters will go out in the night. In the field, they shoot them. These kangaroo carcasses are on the back of this open air truck for hours and hours before they even get to a kangaroo chiller. And what Animal Liberation did was investigate the state of some of these carcasses in the chillers and found large amounts of E. coli and other types of bacteria. Our website is www.animal-lib.org.au. Animal Liberation has an 1800 number where people can call in and anonymously report cruelty. We're definitely getting headway. I think more and more Australians know what a puppy farm is now, which I don't think they would have known 5 years ago. Unfortunately, Animal Liberation doesn't have the powers to shut them down or to investigate them. We can only expose the kind of animal abuse that's going on, and then it's up to the RSPCA and the police.
Thank you so much. Really, this has been very enlightening, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavours.
Thanks very much.
That is one clued up lady. What a great organization as well, hey? Okay, talking of great, Pet of the Week! Woohoo! We've got a great gang from the DCH Animal Adoption Agency, a magnificent society that looks after animals, and they're going to talk to us about these beautiful puppies and these gorgeous little things. What have you got there, Karen?
I've got Lady Emma.
Yes.
And you have Lord Nelson.
I do indeed.
She's very pampered. She's Lady Emma. She likes indoors.
Yeah.
She likes to be with her people. He's a bit more independent, loves his walks, but she just wants to sit on your lap all day and do nothing.
Well, they're pretty easygoing dogs, aren't they?
A little bit of grooming, but they're very low maintenance dog. Pomeranians were actually bred for people companions, so they're used to just sitting around on laps all day. DCH, that stands for dogs, cats and horses. We rescue all three, usually from pounds. There's a lot of them when they do end up in the pounder because we can't actually find an owner. Often there's nothing wrong with the dog. They have an impound date and they also have a euthanasia date. If they've been microchipped, then they'll have 14 days in the pound.
Yep.
If they haven't been chipped, they'll have 7 days. We'll take them out on euthanasia date and keep them in our own homes, look after them as if they're our dogs. So we'll feed them, worm them, flea them, vaccinate. We have them desexed and then we're looking for a new home for them.
So you
all.
actually save them from death row?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Everybody has a different situation. I tend to take a lot of puppies and I'll take a whole litter and we'll keep them as long as it takes and we make sure it goes to the right home. So we have a very high success rate and a very low failure rate where the dog comes back.
Who are these two here?
This one's Zane.
Running away.
Zen's running away.
Yeah, enjoy.
They were dumped in the pound at 4 weeks. We're infested with fleas. so badly they had sores all over them. They were just really, really sick. People obviously didn't care about them. That's a lot of dogs you have that. Yeah, they're 8 weeks now, and they're very healthy and happy. They're house trained.
And they've had such a hard start in life, they deserve a really good family.
Yeah. Well, they're obviously
He's
very
so
good
cute.
with kids as well.
Our website, DCH Animal Adoptions, you can get hold of us through that.
Carers can tell you what the dog's like. It's like if you go to a pound, you're not really sure what their temperament and so forth is like.
That's the great thing about being fostered, because then they can socialise better.
Yeah.
And do you enjoy fostering? Is it?
Oh yeah, it's
I
so
love
much
it.
fun.
You get withdrawals, it seems like, if you don't have fosters, because
Yeah.
you miss them so much.
Yeah.
You miss having all the dogs around.
It's a real huge learning curve for the kids as well. It's great to do. It's really rewarding.
Oh, he's running away as well. They're off to play. We're going to play with them. We'll see you guys again next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.